I'm Holly with Perpetual Fitness Training. Thank you so much for joining me today. All right, another spotlight workout. Today we're going to work on those outer thighs. All you need is a chair and a mat or something soft to be able to come to the floor on, and that is it. There is no warm up, so please, especially with this one, make sure that you are nice and warm because we will be working into those legs. So grab your equipment, maybe play some music. Let's get going. All right, so for this outer thigh spotlight workout, we're just gonna have 45 seconds of work. We're gonna take a 15-second break. We're only gonna go through this once. We're gonna have 13 moves, and that is it. So 13 minutes of your day, and we're gonna work that outer thigh. To make it more difficult, no break on that 15 seconds. You keep working through it, or you can go through this multiple times. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Starting with our timer, we're just gonna start with a leg lift. So up tall, shoulders down, soften the stabilizing leg, just bring it out and down. When you bring it down, I want you to try to hover the foot off the floor. If that is too much for you, toe down. Bring it up, toe down. When you lift, I want you to lift with a flexed foot. That means pushing your heel out. Tummy is nice and tight. Those hip bones stay facing forward. And please don't lock that stabilizing leg. It's soft. Shoulders down, heart lifts, just think good posture. You don't have to hold on to the chair. It's there for support if you need it, but don't feel like you have to use it. If you find you're leaning into the chair, just go ahead and place your fingertips on it for the balance, or try it without. It is harder without that hand down because you really have to focus a lot more. All right, we're just gonna take a little break. Just kind of shimmy it out. Same side, next up, we're gonna move into some pulses. So again, coming over into that stabilizing leg, gently place the hand, toe down, and then flex that foot, pushing through the heel. Lift it as high as you can when you feel kind of that muscle work, and then you're moving in just that little tiny range, just an inch or two, and that's it. You're gonna feel that burn, happens pretty quick. It hits into that side and then moves toward the glutes. Soften that stabilizing leg. We're up tall, shoulders down, belly tight. Just breathe. Ooh, this one burns quick, and not only does it burn this one, I know you're feeling that stabilizing leg as well. It hits that one as well. Breathe through it, shoulders down. How much time we got? 5 seconds. We got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little break. Oh, already it's early. I'm already feeling it. All right, so next up, we're going to do leg circles. You're going to move one way, and then you're going to move the other way. So same rules apply. Soften the knee, up tall, gentle hand, lift it up. And now this time we're going to point the toe. Sorry. Point the toe. And now you're going to go that other way. And I don't want you to use a lot of movement, right? This is all pointing forward, and it's all happening through that hip. Let the hip do the work. Big circles, big as you can give me. Maybe every time you come down, you need to take a little break and tap that foot down. That's good. Just make sure those hip bones point forward so we're not so big that we're taking the hips with us. Those hip bones point forward. So if you want to think about it, your toe, your big toe is a piece of chalk, right? And you're just drawing circles. All right, we're going to take a break. Oh, I made you go a little bit longer. All right, so now we're going to come into this chair with a bent arm. So you are going to be leaning in the chair, but you're going to be lifting up. So up tall, bring that knee up. I want you to lift, and then you're going to kick it out, bring it back in, knee to knee. Lift, kick, in, knee to knee. Up, kick, in, down. So this is just really flexing through that muscle and giving you some extra little squeeze, extra burn. So if you can't kick, you can just lift up and down right here, okay? If that kick isn't working for you. When you kick, I want you to try to bring that knee up parallel. Make sure you're strong through this arm that's resting on the chair. You're not sinking and bringing that shoulder into your ear. And take it down. Oh, 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 oh. All right, we're gonna move to the other side. let's see, other leg's turn. So same exact thing, just the other leg. Soften, up tall, straight leg, heel out, up and down. Ow, it already hurts. So because that leg was stabilizing, it was working, that outer thigh was working. So this side I always find to be more difficult just because the muscle is already fatigued. It always just makes me feel like a wimp. Pressing through that heel, up tall, belly tight, hip bones pointing forward. Coming down and hovering if you can. Not relying on the chair, right? It's just there for our balance. Working on the posture while we work on the legs, why not? You should work on your posture all the time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, up next are those pulses. Ooh, I can't wait till we get to stretch. Alrighty. All right, here we go. Flexing that foot, lifting the heart, shoulders down, up, little pulses. Soften that stabilizing leg. Abs tight, lifting through the heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Just breathe. Try to find something else to focus on, especially when it really starts to burn. And then check in with your body, because what you don't want is that form to go, to be all rounded and dropping that leg down. You want to keep that nice, good, tall posture, gently placing the hand on the chair. We're not sinking down into it. Stay lifted, graceful even though it burns. 4, 3. All right, we have leg circles next. Oh, goodness. I think the stabilizing one is hurt more than this one right here. All right, soften that knee up tall. Let's go ahead and bring that leg out. Toe points on this one. Hips stay forward as we make those circles with our toe. Big as you can. This one will really get that stabilizer because it really has to work overtime to keep you still while your hips are moving. This is why this one works so well, but it's why it burns so much. Break as you need to, but do try to stay with it. Especially if after you do these workouts and you're not sore, try to stay with that burn longer. Keeping form, of course. One more. Whew. All right, so now we're moving into that bent knee leg lift with that kick out to the side. All right, so coming down onto the chair, shoulders down, belly tight, lifting that heart. Bend the heel toward the glute, knees together. Let's go ahead and lift, kick it out with the heel, in and down. Up, kick, in and down. Lift, kick, in and down. Keeping those hip bones pointed forward, tummy is tight, softening that stabilizing leg, lifting through the shoulder, not bringing that shoulder into the ear. Lift, kick, in and down. One more. Oh no, we got more than one. We still have 12 seconds. I don't know why I said that. Delirium. It's delirium. Kick. All right, this is the last one right here. Bring it down. All right, shake it out. All right, so moving now into curtsy squats. You can use that chair if you like. You may want to move it into the front. I'm just going to step behind so that I can work around the chair here. So you're going to step back, knee toward the calf, come back up, and then the other side. You can use that chair again for balance, or keeping those hands to the hips, hands in front, whatever you like. The key is to keep your chest up, looking forward as you drop that knee toward the floor or towards your calf. Some people like that cue better. Make sure you're not moving really wide with this step. I want you to kind of keep it a little more narrow. I've just seen some really big steps that people do with this, and it takes you out of position. So kind of keep it a little more on the narrow side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew, shake it out. All right, we're going to move on to the floor. We're gonna move into a side lying position. So hips are stacked, legs come slightly forward. Come all the way down if you like, or be here. We're just going to tap this toe forward and back, forward and back. So you're making like a V. Doop, doop, pop, pop it up. Stay strong through that shoulder again. Your tendency will be to kind of relax down. Stay up tall. If this is uncomfortable, that's when you can come down to the floor and do it this way. But listen to your neck, because if that bothers your neck, I want you up here, which is a better position for your neck. 5, almost there. Hang with me. Belly tight. 3, 2, 1. All right, little break. So next up, we have a leg sweep. You're going to sweep it forward. You're going to sweep it back. Then we're going to do this on the other side, and then you are finished. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to come down for this one. So sweep forward and back. And this one we do like a toe point. I had my foot flexed, but it is a toe point. Keeping that leg parallel to the floor, reaching it forward and back, belly tight. You are actively using this bottom leg, especially when you sweep back. Abs in. Work through that range of motion. We still have 15 seconds. Keep those hips stacked, that tummy tight. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Moving to that other side. Goodness gracious. All right, last two. All right, so we're going to do that tap forward, tap back, making sure you come up in the center. All right, here we go. Tap, lift, tap. Strong through the shoulder, belly tight, hips are stacked. Whew, man, this one burning quick. 30 seconds. It needs a little break. Here we go. So breaks are okay. I don't know who said they weren't. I don't know how people decided that that means you're weak. If you need a break, take it. Get stronger, get back in it. The more you do it, the less often you're going to have to take that break. That's how you know you're getting stronger. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was tough on this side. Alrighty, so arm can be here, or again, you can have it all the way down. All right, toe points. 3, 2, leg sweep. Keep it parallel. Bringing it forward, taking it back. Bringing it forward, taking it back. Just breathe. Keeping those hips stacked, that tummy tight. You are working the core. It's trying to help stabilize. So you got to keep those abs in. 20 seconds. Oh, feel that burn. 10 seconds. Burn so good. Stay with it. Come on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and come on up. Let me stretch it out for you real quick. The idea with these little snippets of workout is not only to highlight the muscle, but to make it quick for you. Oh, that's really tight. So I'm going to give you these stretches. You can hold them longer and you can repeat them as well. So you're just going to crisscross. My hip is screaming at me right now. So I'm trying to get it to release so that I could stretch you out. Okay, so you're going to sit crisscross, up tall, tummy tight, and just drop your chest. Now, you may not need to go far. You may barely move and you really feel the hip, or even just in this position, you feel the hip. You can bring that chest as low as you like until you feel the hip stretch. And now let's go ahead and we're going to switch the leg that's in the front and get that other hip. Take it down. And let's go ahead and lift it up. All right, so for this next one, you're gonna take those legs out straight. You're going to take one foot over the outside of the knee. You're gonna hug in with the opposite arm. You're going to take that same arm as leg, and you're going to place it behind you. You're gonna lift tummy tight. You're gonna pull that leg in and start to twist. You're gonna feel that in the hip. Should feel good. I think mine's finally stopped complaining quite as loudly. And switch. And every time I do these exercises, I always find one spot that's weaker or struggles a little bit more than the other side. And that's always good to know because you want to be as equal with your strength as possible per side. You want to keep that balance in the body. And come to the center. All right, last ones are a figure four. I'm going to turn sideways to help you out here. So I'm going to take my right ankle over my left knee. I'm going to plant my left foot. Hands come behind. This may be enough. Please don't sink and round. I want you lifted and tall, tummy tight. If you can go further, you start to take your glutes toward that heel, keeping that top foot flexed, and you're going to feel that hip. Always pushing your chest toward those legs to keep that spine straight and shoulders down away from the ears. And let's go ahead and take it back. Now you can also do this seated in a chair. Up tall and press. This is actually a great hip stretch to do in a chair if you are seated for work or anything where you're sitting all day long and your hips start to get real tight. I even do this driving sometimes. In those long trips when your hips start to bug you. Or maybe it's just me. They bother me. So I'll do these stretches as safely, of course, as possible. And take it back. All right, shake it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please hit subscribe, so that you know when I post these videos. Hit like if you like the videos. I love comments. I'll be happy to help you with any questions you have or any ideas you have for workouts. I want you to have a blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me.